Good afternoon, and this afternoon we're at the Black Forest Cafe, which is to the southeast of Pattaya, about 15 minutes drive from John TM. As you can see, we have a large waterfall entrance there with some flamingos. Unfortunately, they're the fake kind. Here we have the entranceway, which allows you to get into a cafe and a restaurant, which is separate from the cafe. Quite an extensive entranceway. But before we go into the entrance, we're going to see one of the two resident elephants, which they have at the Black Forest Cafe here. So it's open between 9 and 8 p.m. at night. And as I say, it's got an extensive car park and quite large grounds. But we're off to see one of the two resident elephants. You can see him coming up here. With the elephant, along with anywhere with animals and fishes, they have a stall selling food, and feeding the animals and feeding the fish is a popular pastime in Thailand. Gives good karma for the Buddhists, so it's a very, very popular activity. So the elephant here looks like he's waiting for his food patiently here. You won't have to wait long. I can see a banana being offered to him now. As you can see, the tail's going, so he's clearly enjoying his bananas. Oh, it looks like he's polishing off those bananas fairly quickly. Oh, all gone. Oh, that's the elephant fed. Okay, let's head back to the entranceway here. As you can see, we have a few models there. So there's a model of an aircraft. Not sure if it's a real aircraft or a model, but quite impressive nonetheless. So we're heading back through the entrance, just signing in here now as a group. Got my guide and our mother with us, and we're picking up some feed to feed the fish. So we're going to go now into the entranceway into the Black Forest Cafe, and the first impression is it doesn't look particularly like the Black Forest in Germany. It looks more like an Amazonian style forest, but interesting nonetheless, and a nice layout. Very tropical rainforest design, so not Black Forest, but very nice tropical layout, and it's pleasing to the eye. Oh, do I spy a few more fake flamingos? Little shrine there as we go past. So lots of fauna, very green cafe, lots of water, very tranquil. Unfortunately, on the day here that I've visited, they have a music festival on, so there's lots of live music blasting out. Unfortunately, they're playing commercial music, which I'm not allowed to play on YouTube without getting a strike. So I've had to take that music off and replace it with some alternative music. But it's still nice to show you around and to let you see the sights and sounds of the Black Forest Cafe here. To the right there was the entrance to the indoor part of the cafe. They do have toilets around by the restaurant, but they also have several selfie zones, and the first room's coming up here now. And we do know that Thais like their selfies very much, so this is an Instagram favourite here for anyone who visits. And we have our Instagram demonstration here. So the venue is actually built around a lake in the centre, and they have like a horseshoe design with tables and chairs on the 3 sides, and the entrance on the last side. You'll see in the centre of the lake they have a Christmas tree, so that's nice to see. Quite interesting to see the Christmas tree in the middle of the rainforest. I mentioned earlier that the Thais do like to feed their fishes, and this lake in particular is filled with lots of koi carp, quite an extensive collection of koi carp here, and they're coming over to get fed with the food which my colleagues have purchased earlier. So we're just about to head into the actual cafe itself here now. Again, it's themed with rock face walls on the left as you walk in, and to a far back. But my eyes are more drawn to these delicious cakes which are on display here now. As you can see, they have an extensive range of cakes. They sell soft drinks, teas and coffees and waters. Now, as I walked in, I did notice that the place is actually fully air conditioned. You will see some fans around, but it's actually air conditioned like a European cinema, so quite cold. Or for our Thai friends who are watching here, it's air conditioned like a 7-Eleven. So there's the back wall there. Again, as I say, themed. Oh, here we go. This is what you're waiting for. So we've ordered a range of cakes and smoothies. I went for the Black Forest cake there, which is the one which is right in front of you, and a orange coffee fusion. That Black Forest cake looks absolutely delicious, so I'll be tucking into that very shortly. But let's see what my colleagues have went for here. So one last look at my chocolate cake, and let's have a look at what my colleagues are going for here. So that's a cheesecake. Again, looks quite delicious. It's quite high ceilings here, so it is very light and airy in here, even though it's got the grey mountain or fake mountain walls, or fake rock walls I should say. Quite interesting to see a little gingerbread house there. So Christmas theme is here. So let's take a walk outside. We'll take a look around the grounds and just get a feel for the venue. After eating that chocolate cake, I do feel that I need to walk it off a little bit. So join me on my exercise as we stroll around the cafe and just have a look around and see what's here. So several outbuildings here, which appears to be the kitchen areas. So we'll breeze past those fairly quickly. And to our right here, we have a selection of paintings, but I'll give you a quick look at that lake again before we head in under the archway there. And as I say, there is a selection of 3D style paintings as you walk through the archway. I'll just pan left here and get you a view of that Christmas tree before we finish our walk round. You see that to the left there was also the stage area where they're playing live music. But again, I can't allow the music on the channel because it will get us a strike for playing commercial music. But while we're looking around, let's have a look at these pictures. They're quite extensive. Very, very good, very lifelike, very 3D, I should say. So we're now in the back corner of the complex. So right there is the toilets, so we won't go that way. But we'll take a walk round here by the lake. Another selfie spot here, which is quite popular. So you sit in the nest and your friends will take a picture. So we're going to take a walk here across the stepping stones. Again, a few more fake flamingos here and another waterfall. So we have a few fake herons there. And a waterfall. Oh, and a few more flamingos. Now there you'll see in the background is their seafood restaurant. Now I understand that's closed at the moment. They haven't reopened fully since COVID, so only the cafe area is open at the moment. But this normal times would be a cafe and a restaurant. The restaurant being a seafood restaurant. So we're literally just walking now into the seafood restaurant part, and the first thing you'll see would be the fish tanks where they would have their fresh seafoods. As you can see, there's quite a lot of tanks, so it's a very large restaurant with lots of seating, so very popular venue. I did have a look in the tanks. There's actually nothing in the tanks. So again, let's have one more look at the waterfall here. And then we'll stroll down through the restaurant and just go full circle. So there's the rear entrance, and I believe they have further parking facilities at the rear. And it's definitely not short parking spaces. They have massive amount of parking at the front as well as at the rear. So there's several dining areas there to the left. They're fairly full due to the music festival and people wanting to take in the music. So I've kind of taken a wider berth through the restaurant so I don't disturb the people listening to the music. So that walkway you see in front of you there is for people that want to do selfies near the waterfall. So they literally go up and you'll be right next to that waterfall there. So we're now in the back of the restaurant, and this is the road which takes you back down to the front of the restaurant. So if you find the front of the restaurant car park is full, then you can drive up this side road and it'll take you to the parking at the back here. But let's continue our walk around the grounds here. So I'll just quickly cross these stepping stones here just by the waterfall. So there's the waterfall and a few homes here. Another selfie place here. Coming up here you'll see a tree with lots of poles and things like. I feel it's familiar, but I can't place it. So if anyone can tell me how that relates, whether I'm a little bit lost as to how it relates. Is it Pooh Bear? I could be way off the beaten path there, but if anyone can tell me how that relates in, please put it in the comments below. So we're just on the other side of the lake here with the Christmas tree, and behind the Christmas tree is the stage area where the band are playing. We'll just take a panorama there of the lakeside seats for everyone that's listening there to the music festival that's going on. So again, we have that tree there. Just going to get you a closer view of the lake here, so I'm just going to climb these stepping stones and try and get you a better view there. The sun's just starting to set there in the horizon. So we'll spin the camera around. We'll get a little bit of the fauna here and we'll go back to our tree. It does look familiar, I just can't place it, so please put in the comments what the tree relates to. Just going to follow this path round. So we have further eating areas here. Again, because the music festival is on the other side, they've moved most of the chairs around to the side near the music. So we have another service area here, and as we walk round to the left, there is a bar area. So we have another bar area here. Again, this area is not in use today due to the music festival on the other side. Oh, there's a couple here getting some refuge from the music. Clearly not a fan of the music going on. And now we've gone full circle back to the first selfie area, which is the stepping stones and the circular photo opportunity spot. Here's another photo spot there with the Christmas tree. So this is the entranceway that we passed as we came in. Just showing you another last look here at this area. So I really hope you've enjoyed this look round the Black Forest Cafe. As I say, it's about 20 minutes out of Jomtien. Very nice venue with lots of plants. Food is really great, so it's a lovely place to enjoy an afternoon coffee or an afternoon tea with a little bit of cake or if you prefer, when the restaurant opens, a meal here in the evening. Great venue. So you'll notice here that there's no safety bars over the stepping stones, and that is real water, so if you do slip there, you are going to get a wet shoe. Not sure you'd get away with such a layout in Western Europe or America with safety concerns. Here we leave our afternoon in the Black Forest Cafe. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.